What's going on, everybody? Today is day 37 of 75 hard, and you know what that means. We are halfway through 75 hard officially. Man, I just feel so good. Just got done a nice workout at the gym, and I just want to talk to you guys about just being true to yourself, being honest with yourself, right? It's very, very important that you do, right? It's very, very important that you be honest with yourself every single day, that you wake up, you go through your life, you're with your business or your job or whatever you got going on in your life. It's very, very important that you're honest with yourself, with the input that you're putting in and how you're showing up for yourself every single day, right? And what I mean by that is being honest with yourself in your character, right? Are you actually showing up every single day? Are you actually giving your full effort? Are you actually doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, right? Because a lot of times we'll sit around and we'll be like, man, why am I not where I want to be, man? Why am I not doing this thing? And then we forget that there's more to be required of us, and we kind of like get almost entitled in a way because we forget to be honest with ourselves on who we really are, right? And who we really are being, right? Because a lot of people will, sit around and, I'm guilty of doing this too. Like, we'll say, oh, well, I'm not where I want to be yet because this, and that. But it's like, no, like, here's a good analogy. Imagine the CIA and the FBI had access to your every move, right? The Central Intelligence Agency was just watching you, right? All the time, right? They were monitoring your every move, like literally every step you took in a day. And they didn't see your results in your, at your job or your business or anything that you're trying to achieve. They didn't see your results, but they can only judge where you're at in your life based on the inputs you were doing every single day. What do you think they'd say? Right? You got to really ask yourself that question. If somebody was sitting there watching you the entire day, do you think that they would say that you were aligned with that person? If so, great. If not, then you know exactly what you need to do to change your situation. You know exactly what you need to do to change what you're doing. And honestly, it's really, most of the time for a lot of people, it's just really simple tweaks in their routine or in their life. Like, it's just very simple things that you have to change in order to get to that next level, right? It's really sometimes like the most simple, minute things that we overlook that are honestly holding us back. And if we could just learn to accept those things as truths and then fix them, we'd be much better off versus lying to ourselves and saying, oh, well, I'm not where I want to be, or I'm not doing what I want to do because of X, Y, and Z, when we could just look in the mirror and be like, well, we need to change this. And I mean, we need to improve this, right? We need to make this better because it's holding us back, right? It's holding our progress back, and we don't even realize it, right? So that's why it's just so important to be honest with yourself, because in order to actually change, in order to honestly grow, you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to be willing to change even though your ego is telling you don't have to change, right? You have to be willing to say, you know what, well, we got to change this thing, whatever that is, maybe it's you got to start hitting the gym, or maybe it's you got to start spending more time doing this, or you got to, it doesn't matter what it is. Maybe you just got to eat healthier. Like, it's just, there's a lot of things that, we do and we don't even realize that are holding us back in a lot of ways. And if we could just change that and then show up as a better, more improved version of ourselves, we would probably be more far ahead. But yeah, honestly, that is really the key, right? That is just the keys. Like, are you able to be honest with yourself? Of course, feel good. Be proud of yourself for the progress that you've been making and who you are now, because that's amazing. But at the same time, though, be honest with yourself. What can you change? What can you do better? What, as a man, how can you improve yourself? How can you improve your character, right? How can you improve how you show up for yourself every single day, right? These are all very, very important things that I think that you should pay attention to. So, yeah, I think if you just started being honest with yourself, if you started being truthful, your life would really be different in a big, big way, and in a really good way. So, but that is going to wrap up today's video. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you tomorrow for day 38.